YouTube, man, what's the words? Your boy JayWayy, I'm back again with another reaction. We got that boy 1090 Jake on the flow. The murderous history of rapper GUERO10K. I don't know if that's how you say it. My fault if I pronounced it wrong. Houston's top crasher. That's tough. I heard about this cat on Twitter. And I heard about him like 2 years ago too. I heard some of his music with his homies and shit. I heard they been spinning shit, man. But damn, a life sentence is crazy. Life sentence. That cat is still young, man. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. But you know me, I get straight to the video, so we're gonna see about it. If you're new to the channel, man, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Man, I appreciate y'all. We on the road to 10K. We right there. Let's go.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake. When I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, let's get right into it. When it comes to killer rappers, a few names may come to mind. But just outside of Houston, Texas, a new killer would emerge into the spotlight with a smile.
A reign of terror. Now documented gang leader Christian Cavazos will spend life in prison. He killed 5 people in 4 months and pled guilty to it.
The judge sentenced him today after prosecutors showed some of these murders were captured on video.
Damn.
When Cavazos drove by with other gang members shooting.
I was about to say he pled guilty. Now they talking about it was captured on video. That's tough. Crash out for real. Damn.
Dozens and dozens of rounds.
This is when I remember. This is how he was looking when I remember him. This is like years ago. That shit crazy, Brody.
Shamil McGowan's son Ryan was shot in his car in September 2019.
He kept hunting my son down like an animal.
Sheriff's what's the location of the emergency?
Damn.
How can I help you?
There is a lot of gunfire going on outside.
Okay, how many shots have you heard?
How many shots have we heard? Probably 20.
Okay.
More than 20.
You said what I did and I'm clapping the witness.
That nigga gonna be in this house. That nigga gonna be in this house with me.
Listen,
Don't catch somebody, you gonna be in this house with us.
can you please let me talk?
Hey,
Bro.
A rap turned into a brutal killing spree, and in less than 4 months, a rival rapper was missing part of his skull, while 5 others were left dead. No one was spared. A 22-year-old cameraman died before his camera hit the ground.
Damn.
Grandparents were gunned down outside of their home, and the rapper's mother would even be arrested for allegedly using her old job to find her son's enemy's address so he could attack. The suburbs of Houston were being terrorized. The feds were being called in. And in this video, we're going to be breaking down the murderous history of Texas rapper GUERO10K.
Güero.
Born in 2001, Christian Cavazos.
My fault, Brody. GUERO10K. You hear me? My ass say Guro. My fault.
Jr. would grow up in the suburbs of Houston, primarily around Cypress and Jersey Village. With Mexican parents, he'd be nicknamed Güero, a Spanish term for someone with fair skin. He'd play football for Campbell Middle School, and early photos would show he came from a large, middle-class family. Even those on Reddit would point out how it seemed he had a great childhood, and the fact that he was in a 2-story home, or how he and his sister had prescription glasses and she had braces. These were all signs of money, or at the very least, parents that cared. But things aren't always as they appear.
I love my glasses. I'll be shooting shit from deep. You know what they say.
Then I got more clips.
This is sister.
It's the 762 burning.
Put them pipes down, baby.
Not created
Put them pipes down. Put them things down, baby.
It uses AI to create great-looking logos in minutes. You know, a logo that actually looks.
Christian Cavazos Sr. would stand out in family photos, while Güero's mom didn't appear in any. His father's appearance and demeanor didn't match the rest of his family, and he never smiled. It said both parents would remain in Wedo's life, but the influence they had is unknown. As Wedo reached his later teens, his appearance would drastically change. He'd attend Cypress Ridge High.
Got 100 rounds on me, can't touch me in the soul. I watch my own back, that's all I got. These niggas ain't with me.
And multiple videos of Wedo fighting would make their way online. It was clear Wedo was nice with his hands, but the violence would quickly progress. 20 minutes from Jersey Village was another suburb named Greenspoint, just north of Houston. This was home to a rapper named Cash Out Ace. It isn't clear how or why things started, but when the match lit, the streets were on fire. GUERO10K was a member of a gang known as 10K, while Cash Out Ace was a member of Cash Out. And on September 6, 2019, the first body would drop.
So far, no one has been arrested. The shooter still on the loose. Detectives say pistols and a rifle were fired up and down this block. Evidence markers, crime scene tape, and a stolen SUV riddled with bullet holes. Evidence of the deadly shooting early this morning.
Somebody was screaming around here.
Tina lives close by. Her family heard the screams, gunshots, and called 911.
The shots fired, there were multiple shots fired. We haven't even started counting them yet. There were so many.
It's really sad and really feel bad about that.
Investigators say 2 young men were shot inside this SUV. One died on scene. The other fighting for their life in the hospital.
He received several gunshot wounds.
The crime scene expansive, stretching around a quarter of a mile, bullet casings everywhere. Investigators believe shots were fired between the SUV and a white sedan that sped away. However, detectives aren't sure who pulled the trigger first.
At this time, we don't know if they are suspects or victims.
Right now, authorities don't know the motive and have not identified the dead man, and they're asking anyone with information to come forward.
It was 4:52 in the morning when the homicide unit was made aware of a shooting on Windfern Road. Just outside of a gated community, 19-year-old Ryan McGowan lay dead in the back seat of the stolen SUV. Ryan was a member of Cash Out, known as Cash Out Spaz. He'd been shot in the back, the bullet exiting his chest. Officers would observe 223, 9mm, and 357 SIG shell casings trailing down the road. Officers would later learn that Spaz wasn't alone. He was with 2 friends, one of which was named Trenton Steele. They were all beefing with 10K, so they drove to 10K territory in a stolen SUV after learning a 10K member lived in a nearby apartment complex. While lurking in enemy territory, they were spotted by a dark-colored sedan that pulled up and opened fire, striking the driver of the SUV and causing him to crash.
Nigga, how the fuck you how y'all get caught while going on a mission, man? How you get caught while going on a mission? At that point, that's your fault. RIP to them boys. Damn. It's tough. Don't get caught while going on a mission, man. Come on, man.
Trent would pull out the driver as the 2 ran across the street, leaving Spaz in the back seat. That's when the dark-colored sedan returned as a man got out and opened fire on Spaz, killing him.
Damn.
But how did the officers learn all of this? Because Trent sat down with investigators and told them the whole story. So technically, Cash Out was the first to slide on 10K, failing the mission so bad, not only did one member die, another member ratted. But it wasn't immediately clear who actually killed Spaz. Looking at his Instagram, Spaz's last post would read, "I done lost so many of my dogs, I swear this year for y'all." And less than 48 hours later, his comments would be full of broken hearts. 3 days after Spaz's death, Cash Out Ace would drop a song called Ciabatta. In the chorus, he'd say,
"Swab smoking pack while I'm fucking on Lillian. Swab smoking pack while I'm fucking on Lillian."
Come to find out, Lily was Wedo's girl. This was the first time the beef between the 2 was being put into music, and Ace just made himself a target to one of Houston's top crashers. 19 days after Spaz was killed, 10K would strike. It was 1:30 in the morning when Harris County sheriffs received multiple calls for shots fired on Francitas Drive. This was northwest Houston and cash out territory. Deputies arrived finding a heartbreaking crime scene. 65-year-old Ramiro Reyes lay dead in the roadway, while his 63-year-old wife Rosalva sat dead in the passenger seat of a purple Charger. Their son-in-law would be found inside of the home alive with a gunshot to the hip. Investigators were learning the couple had spent the night at a hospital bedside as Rosalva's elderly mother passed away. They just made it home, still grieving and tired after such a long night. But instead of finding the comfort of their beds, they'd be met with gunfire. 3 months would pass. The innocent elderly couple's shooter was still unidentified, and nobody knew exactly why they were targeted. It was now December 27, 2019, just 2 days after Christmas, and Cash Out Ace was recording a music video in North Houston. It was 9:31 p.m. when the call came in for shots fired. Arriving on scene, 2 men were found dead, 20-year-old Gonzalo Gonzalez and 22-year-old Jonathan Jimenez. 7 other people were shot at the scene, including 20-year-old Cash Out Ace, who was shot in the arm and shot in the head. His older brother Abel was also with him and shot 4 times. Investigators would locate...
These mushrooms make you feel...
Boy, spinning on them boys. God damn.
Like...
Got you on the head and the hip. Come on,
40
bro.
Smith & Wesson, and 9mm shell casings at the scene as victims were transported to local hospitals. Ace would be placed in critical condition and equipped to a breathing machine with a bullet lodged in his head. A week after the mass shooting, investigators would speak with Ace's brother Abel, who was still recovering in the hospital. Abel would tell investigators Ace set up a music video shoot.
Oh, them boys still living after that. Hard body. Them boys is hard body for sure. Hip in the head 4 times. Hip in the head for dude right here. And bro has got 4 times. That's tough. That's tough. And y'all still breathing. That's tough.
And the address was sent to only trusted friends through Instagram. Ace had issues with the rapper GUERO10K, who was the known leader of the 10K gang. Abel would then say Güero and another man named Rico10K had been threatening Ace for some time now and made threats earlier that day. Abel then said Güero and Rico had killed the old couple in Fallbrook. In fact, the night they were murdered, Abel received a video call from Rico around 1 in the morning. Abel stated Rico said, "Yeah, what's up? Where you at? We know you stay in Fallbrook. We know you stay on Pilot Point." Abel told investigators he used to live in Fallbrook with his grandparents, but doesn't live there anymore. When he saw Rico on the video call, he was with multiple individuals with rifles wearing ski masks. Abel would tell investigators he didn't know how they got his address, and that after the elderly couple was killed, Güero and Rico fled to Austin, Texas for a few days to make it look like they weren't in Houston at the time of the shooting. So not only would Ace's brother give motive for Güero to shoot up the music video, but he named Güero and Rico10K as the ones responsible in a double murder 3 months prior. By now, 5 were dead, and investigators would piece it all together as they'd been investigating the 10K gang for 8 months, and witnesses were rushing to come forward. 7 months after Spaz was killed, a female friend of the victim met with investigators claiming GUERO10K and Rico10K were responsible for killing him. But it wasn't just that. She'd provide details to the murder that hadn't been released to the public and was consistent with surveillance video that no one but investigators saw. In fact, she only knew about it because Güero and Rico called her on FaceTime, with Rico admitting that he was the driver and Güero saying he doubled back to get out of the vehicle and finish Spaz off. This was consistent with what Trenton Steele witnessed, as he saw the shooter's vehicle come back and a man get out firing into the backseat of the SUV, killing Spaz. It would also be learned that the reason Spaz and his friends were hunting for a 10K member was over an argument on Instagram Live. The investigation took a darker turn as law enforcement found out why the elderly couple was murdered. Cash Out Ace's brother Abel told investigators 10K members found out the neighborhood where his grandparents lived, but didn't know how they knew. Cell phone records would show in the hours leading up to the shooting. GUERO10K was communicating with his dad and a T-Mobile employee. The dad allegedly texted Guero's mom, Christina, to see if she could find an address associated with the number. Turns out, Christina previously worked at T-Mobile and reached out to a friend who was currently a manager who used her manager's login to find the address. The phone number belonged to Cash Out Ace's brother Abel and revealed his grandparents' address. Guero and Rico were yet again trying to up the score after already killing Spaz, and while in the neighborhood of the address they were given, they spotted a purple Charger they thought belonged to Abel and followed it home. With Rico driving, Guero opened fire. Calvin, a member of 10K, would be arrested and would be the first to fold on 10K. He'd tell investigators they spotted the music video shoot, so he did a U-turn. Traveling past for the second time, Guero...
Why y'all boys be so quick to tell, man? Why y'all be so quick to tell? Y'all know what y'all doing, man. Just take it to the chin, man. You a grown-ass man. Be a man. Just be a man. You feel me? Stop putting blame, stop putting a finger on another nigga. You feel me? That's some pussy shit. Feel me? But don't respect those, for real though. Like, if you doing something, know what you're doing. And if you scared to go to jail and you know your ass gonna snitch, don't do it. Goofy. Like, what are you doing? Who gives a fuck if you a lame, going to work, whatever you want to do, just because you want, you know what I mean? Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Who cares? No one cares. No one cares. But once you start putting your business, putting other people in your shit because you scared, boy, your ass is over with, man. Stop doing that, man. That's goofy activity. Come on, man. There's too many rats out here, man. That ain't taking it to the chin, man.
Opened fire with
scary.
AK-47, while Rico fired a pistol hanging out of the sunroof, and a third shooter named Roman Wise fired a pistol from the back seat. But that wasn't all. Kelvin was trying hard to get himself a deal, knowing just for driving he'd be facing life, if not worse. He told investigators he was there when GUERO10K and Rico10K saw on the news that they killed an elderly couple. But he said they weren't sad. They were happy, figuring they'd killed Abel and Cash Out Ace's grandparents. An overwhelming amount of evidence would lead to the downfall of the 10K gang, as everyone involved was arrested, and under Texas law, for capital murder, they faced death by execution.
Them boys about to feel it. God damn.
Kelvin, the driver who snitched on the rest of 10K, took a plea deal and would be sentenced to 20 years in state prison, with 3 years time served, leaving him with 17 years left.
He saved his ass. He saved his ass. He saved his ass. That boy was facing a life sentence. Ooh, he snitched. He come home in 17 years. Damn, that's tough. Better pray, boy. Better pray things looking better than, you know what I'm saying? Them boys don't try to spin that corner. You heard me? There you go. Hey, come here. You feel me? Be smooth, my boy.
He'll be eligible for parole in the next 8.5 years.
Damn.
Louis Santee, a.k.a.
Rico10K,
took a deal for 60 years in state prison and will be eligible for parole in 30. Roman Wise would take a plea for 30 years, leaving him eligible for parole in 15. The only one left was the leader of it all, GUERO10K.
He the leader?
22-year-old Guero took a plea deal to spare him a death sentence and was sentenced to life in Texas prison.
Damn.
He will have to serve 40 years before being eligible for parole, meaning Guero would be in his early 60s before even being considered for freedom. Only 17 years old when he killed Spaz. By 18, he killed a total of 5 people and showed no sympathy. In fact, Guero never broke a smile as both pictures and videos of him incarcerated would emerge as he fought this case. A war essentially started by Casho would be finished by 10K, but leave both sides devastated. Casho and Ace would have a large portion of his skull and speak on his recovery process as he had to learn to walk and talk again. Ace would continue on his career with his brother Abel at his side, both men surprisingly still claiming ties to the Crips and Hoover Street gang, although Abel cooperated against 10K by providing investigators information and saying they were responsible for the elderly couple's murder. Even Trent
didn't get his get back. He was scared. He said, them boys did it. Damn, that's tough. But hey, man, man. I'm telling you, man, keep that street shit to yourself if you ain't really like that. You know what I'm saying? Keep that street shit separate. Be a civilian. Ain't nothing wrong with being a civilian, gang. What you trying to be a gangster for? You feel me? As soon as your hand get in that pot, you ready to run. Like, come on, fool. Not even in that pot. Once your hand get in that hot pot, you ready to run. Come on, fool. This shit is all pressure. Better stop that shit, boy. Telling on them boys.
Who went on the failed hit that left Spaz dead and started the war with 10K, would go on to become a rapper after cooperating with the police against 10K. And finally,
I'm scared of you, boy.
Victims. 19-year-old Spaz.
And all them goofies that's in that video, boy, y'all all is goofies. Hold on. All y'all, you a goofy.
Become a rapper.
All y'all goofies. All y'all goofies. This boy done toe and y'all kicking it. Clout is a drug. Clout is a drug.
Against 10K. And finally,
big eaters.
The victims. 19-year-old Spaz was killed after the hunter became the hunted. He intended on killing a rival 10K member, only to be left behind by his friends and executed in the back of an SUV. The Reyes couple, already grieving a loss, were murdered in cold blood after a case of mistaken identity and a suburban gang war.
RIP to them.
Gonzalo Gonzalez, a 20-year-old University of Houston student that had dreams of filming movies and writing films, would die instantly while recording a music video for a rapper. 22-year-old Jonathan Jimenez, a friend of Ace, was also killed in the hail of gunfire at the music video shooting.
RIP to them boys.
Everyone took a loss. Nothing came out of this but pain, suffering, and a story that will hopefully grab the attention of someone living a similar lifestyle. A story that will open someone's eyes, giving them a glimpse at the road being followed. A road that leads to only prison or death. But hey, it's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, y'all rocking with me. If y'all like this video, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought. I'll see y'all next time.
Hey, man, that shit crazy, though, man. That boy doing a life sentence. Might come home at 60. That's tough. The mother boys, man, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. Texas hot, though. Texas got that shit. Them boys got that fire, boy. Ain't that the state? They got felons. They got felons with pipes and shit now. Yeah, boy, you gotta keep a little sticky on you, boy. You gotta keep that thing on you for real, because it's getting wicked out here, man. It's getting wicked. For real. I've been what you say it was from Jersey Village a few times. I done seen how them boys get down there in Dallas. Them boys active in Dallas, Houston. It get real sticky in that bitch, bro. It get real, yeah, it get tough. But man, this whole situation crazy, man. RIP to all them folks, man. Especially the grandparents, man. They ain't do nothing. They was just sitting in the car. It's crazy. You feel me? That shit crazy. Now that boy doing a life sentence, man. That shit's, man, like, it's crazy, man. He's still on live though. You see him, he's still on live, he's still on Instagram. He's still on he's still popping, he's still doing, you know what I'm saying? He's still tapping in with motherfuckers talking shit. You feel me? But damn, no freedom though, fool. You stuck there. It's crazy. I hope you don't turn out gay, fool. Cause you might turn out gay. You ain't getting no pussy. That's a long time, fool. It's crazy. But hey, man, man, it's your boy JayWayy. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. We on the road at 1K. I appreciate y'all. We're right there. Till next time, you already know the business. JayWayy, I'm out.